Hey everyone, Karen from Master Spirit Guides. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a special card reading today. I was going to do this for myself, and every time I do it for myself, I'm like, well, I might as well get on and we can do it together. So if you're interested, I thought it would be helpful to do spiritual message for hard times. I got to put an S at the end of that. So spiritual messages for hard times. Okay. So, and what I mean by hard times is really, it's just how you define them. It might be, for me, it's when I'm experiencing emotions related to any kind of situation, because a situation is a situation. But if you have an emotion behind it that makes it hard, or your emotions are anxiety, depression, worry, doubt, which are two of the things that the SGs, through the pendulum of the last 2 mornings, Coffee with Karen, are encouraging us to think about, like, because they said, why are you worried? Why are you doubting, basically? Okay. So those would be feelings and emotions we have during hard times. Okay. So again, any situation is a situation. When we apply emotions to it or opinions to it, then the opinions then form our emotions. And it could, one thing could be hard for one person and not hard for another, the same situation. So it completely depends on how you feel about a situation, right? So whatever you're feeling that you need a little extra spiritual support. That's what I'm trying to do in my life right now, is when I'm having, and this is like because of what's going on in the world, is like in every 10 minute. It can be, I could be feeling great. Like the other day, I'm like, I'm so calm, and then you hear something and you have to like process that. And so rather than hanging on to it and letting it sink into my body, because I'm trying to release shadow stuff. I don't want to add to the empty space right now negative stuff. I want to, every time I'm having feelings, I'm trying to go to the highest spiritual perspective. Like I just did a video for Gilmar Obrego Garcia, and we asked the SG, we did some clearing and sending him love and energy, and we did a clearing for ourselves for victimhood energy, because that's exactly what I feel. He's obviously a victim. And so we did talk to his higher self and send him love and light. And I'll post that video right here at the end of this if you haven't caught it, because the more people who can sit through that and do that process, one, it'll help clear your victimhood energy and also send him as much support as we could muster. So, but I wanted to do that because I was getting angry about the situation, and I thought, okay, I'm angry about a situation. What's the highest spiritual perspective? And so that's what I'm trying to do with spiritual messages for hard times. Okay. So I did ask our guides, I asked collectively for whoever might be watching this now and in the future, to give me the cards, the oracle cards they wanted us to use. Okay. So the first one was angelic vibrations, which is interesting because this is one that I just recently got. I just bought this one. I think this is maybe the second time we're using it now. They wanted me to use wisdom of the elders. Okay, which makes sense, right? We get some wisdom from our elders on this. And delightfully so, inner effing peace. So a little bit of humor. We get to use that deck. I'm never disappointed when I get to use that deck. Thanks, Faye. Oh boy. Okay, so so if you want to grab a piece of paper, what I put down in my book, and I'm going to write some stuff down as we go through this right now. So you'll hear what things I'm going to write down. But when we get cards, what you get out of it could be very different than what I get out of it. So it's whatever messages would help you to remember during hard times, whether, again, or I should say, spiritual messages for negative emotions. That's another way you could write it down. Spiritual messages when you're not feeling good. something you can go back to and pull out and say, what's the highest spiritual perspective here? Okay. Okay, so let's do the prayer real quick. So I close my aura to all but my higher self, the God consciousness, my guides, guardians, and only those of the purest and highest light. And ask Archangel Michael to please protect this channel and this community so it is only of the purest and highest light. Amen. Okay, so let's start with, I will list all these cards in the description. I already had a flyer. So this one we just got this one. That's bizarre. I've only used this deck once, and that is the card that we got already. This was a couple days ago. So again, this is spiritual messages for hard times, you guys. So we want, what messages do you have for us that you want us to hang on to when we're having difficult emotions, we're struggling, for whatever reason? What are the higher spiritual messages you have for us? Higher spiritual messages. Okay, so these popped out, and there's 4 in there. Let me just see if any of these, so there's 4 cards. So let's see, I guess I've done this before, where I put these here. You guys can see them at least, some of them. Okay, so we have, all right. So let's find out. Okay, so are there any other cards in the deck you want me to pull for us today? No. Okay, let's start. So let me know which cards you want us to read. Do you want us to read the far one on the right? Yes. The second one? No. The third one? No. The fourth? Yes, and the fifth? Yes. Okay, so the first, the fourth, and the fifth? I've already almost forgotten it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to pull these out. So one of them was blessings. Blessings. And the other one was forgiveness. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what messages they have. Okay, so we're going to look at the one we had the other night, which is kind of interesting. It's not surprising. In fact, we had 2 of these cards the other night. So the first one is fear. Okay, so what we're looking for, one, if you ever get anything from the image that you want to, if you're getting a message. And again, we're looking for spiritual messages for hard times, negative emotions. So obviously this is a message about fear. Okay. So, we couldn't get more clear about that, right? No wonder they wanted me to use this deck. Oh, and I just had to open this by accident to that page. Okay. So there is no need to be afraid. Whoops. There is no need to be afraid when you believe in the incredible power of angels. I'm going to write that down. That's going to be, that is a perfect message. Everyone is afraid of something. It may be a test or the fear of getting sick. Our fears are as diverse as we are. Everyone wants to run away when fear arises. However, where fear surfaces, there is something to be done. I'm going to write that down too. In fact, I already wrote that down from the last time. Fears are like signposts positioned on our path saying, I also wrote this down, this way, dear human child, there is something to learn here. So when you are feeling whatever you're feeling, if you then go to this page, you're going to be writing these things down, and you write, this way, dear child, there is something to learn here. Or you could just write, there is something to learn here. So then your higher spiritual message is, when you're feeling angry, you could look at that and say, okay, there is something to learn here. It's very hard to remember that when you're feeling angry, isn't it? That's why I'm writing these down. That's the whole point of this, is because when you're in the middle of the emotion, and you might not do it in the middle of the emotion, but sometimes if there's lingering and you just need a little extra support and maybe you don't want to pull extra cards, you just don't have the energy for it, you might be able to open up your, just have your slip of paper with these things written down. Okay. Okay. So I am going to write pretty much those things that I just said. I do have pretty big boxes on this. Usually I have pretty small boxes, but I decided to have less. So I am going to write believe. So my first one is believe in the incredible powers of the angels. And I'm pretty sure they say, offer a prayer to the angels who accompany and guide you. You will see it works. Okay, so I am going to say, offer a prayer to the angels who accompany and guide you. Pray to them. It works. Okay, so I'm going to write that in one square. So it's just a reminder, pray to them, it works. Okay. Then I do want to write down where, I'm going in a second box here, where fear surfaces. And remember, if there's two emotions, love and fear, basically. You can just boil it all down to that. When you're angry, disappointed, feeling shame, whatever, it's fear. I mean, that's just all that it is. There's something in that emotion. When you're angry, there's some fear that is causing that emotion. Okay. So where fear surfaces, there is something to be done. And I do like, I like this. This way, dear child. Or no, this way, dear human child. It just kind of makes me feel protected, like human child, meaning that's somebody from the other realm who would say that to me. Dear human child. Now, other people may not feel the same way I do about that, so then that wouldn't be a good thing for you to write down. There is something to learn here. Okay. All right. So I filled in 2 boxes just from that one card. Let's see how, I don't know how many cards we're going to have. All right. Here's the second one. Aw. I mean, what a great message when we are having a hard time. How amazing is that? I'm kind of digging this deck. Oh my gosh, you are looked after. I mean, that alone could just be what you put in your book, right? Or on your piece of paper. Okay, so this is number 12, which would be reduced to 3, 1 plus 2. Don't be afraid. Whatever your worries, they will pass. Have you forgotten that the angels surround you? Remember, this deck is angelic vibrations, okay? Have you forgotten that the angels surround you? Remember, every time you have felt your strength was running out, another door has opened as if pushed open by an angel. A selfless intention is all it takes to call upon the angels. A selfless intention. They delight in being called because it makes it easier for them to provide you with new strength and healing energies. So we have to ask. We have to ask. That's one of the spiritual laws. In fact, it's the first one. We have to ask, okay? If you're wondering where I got those spiritual laws, it's from the Golden Future book that we've been reading and we read in the Spirit Circle. Worries come and go. They are part of the development, and some worries serve in other ways as they can make us more approachable and alert. Okay. I am definitely going to write, you are looked after. Okay. Or I'm just going to put remember. Remember, you are looked after. The angels delight in being asked let's see. So the angels delight in being asked to provide strength and healing, or assistance. Let's just say assistance. And now I have learned for my highest and best, and for the highest and best of all. And for those of you who don't think that, or try, feel like you have to be perfect with this stuff, see, I just wrote right out of the box. It's my bullet journal. I can do whatever I want with it, right? Okay, so remember, you are looked after. The angels, I gotta add an S on. The angels delight in being asked to provide assistance and asked to be, okay, so I'm going to say the angels delight in being asked to provide assistance, okay? For my highest and best, and for the highest and best of all. Okay, so what I'm learning, again, that's a spiritual law. I think that's a spiritual law. I think that, no, it's it came in on the Golden Future again as part of karma. Is you always want to, anytime you say a prayer or anytime you have intentions, you want to say for the highest and best of all, because you don't want to get in the way of what is meant to happen for karma, like, rebalancing of karma and for people's highest good. So I kind of like that. That resonates with me. So I want to make sure I write that down. Okay. So next, So a spiritual message for hard times, letting go. This is an 11, 9, 10, 11. So 2 plus 9 is 11. Letting go. Beautiful. Okay, so 29. Let go of what you want most. Oh, okay. Highest spiritual message. All right, this is highest spiritual perspective, right? So let go. That's interesting. That will be an interesting thing to think about when you're in the midst of emotions. Let go of what you want most. It's funny, I didn't even read the whole card. I started writing right away. Okay. We want a lot. We desire a lot. We need a lot. Letting go is the magic word. We rarely think about what we truly need. Instead, we obsess about what we would like to have or what we would like to change, and can hardly let go of this notion. The angels are always ready to support us in our spiritual becoming, but it would be presumptuous to confront them with all of our perceived wants and needs. It is time to refocus once more on Thy will be done. If we do this, happiness may be closer than we think. So ask for what you want and then let it go. Thy will be done. Okay? So, and again, ask for what you want and then say, if it is in my best and highest good, if it is in the best and highest good of all. Okay? but let go of what you want most. It's interesting. So it's an attachment issue or question. Are you attached? Are you attached to the outcome? Whatever you're upset about, okay? Or the thing or the whatever, okay? Because we can release, we have to let go of attachment to things. It's part of our spiritual development, apparently. Okay, loving that. Let me know what you got out of that one. I'd love to hear what you might have written down. And let's go to wisdom of the elders. Wisdom of the elders. We can always use some wisdom from our elders. I'm getting cold. I might have to put I was warm, which is why I took my sweater off. I got my workout shirt on. I'm going to put this on. Hang on a second. Okay, that's better. I could have turned my fireplace on, but that's just what I needed. Okay, so what messages from the wisdom of the elders? Wisdom of the elders. What messages do you want us to have for spiritual messages? Thank you. Spiritual messages for hard times or difficult emotions or fear, when we're in fear. What messages do you want us to remember? What spiritual messages do you want us to remember during hard times? What spiritual messages? Any others? Maybe that's the only one out of that deck. I highly doubt it for some reason. No, I'm not flipping through that many. There was way too many in that one. Okay, so how many? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about those two. All right, let me just see. I'm not feeling any. Could still be in there. All right. Whoops. Do we have any from the deck you still want me to pull? No. Okay. What about the card on the left? You want me to read that one? Yes. Are any of the other two you want me to read? Yes. Do you want me to read all three? Yes. Okay. All right. So the two that kind of came out and got my attention, they didn't really come out, but look at the inside of this box. I love when they do stuff inside the boxes. It's pretty cool. Okay. So here we go. All right. So this was the first one that they had popped out. Okay. Wow. Earth's core, sacred fire, beginnings. Okay. It immediately looked like a shirt, like somebody had a shirt on, like that's the collar right there. I don't know why I saw that. It's interesting. Okay. That's a very powerful image. Let's look at all three of them since there's not a lot of guidance on the card. Smudge. That's a good reminder. Clearing energy. That's a great reminder in your spiritual messages for hard times to do a clearing. Pop on here and get a clearing, that we offer on the public channel and in the spirit circle. And then that's just it's always a good reminder because it's hard to remember sometimes. Okay, smudge. Smudge would be like, I believe like sage. I'm looking over at my sage. Okay, water, elder. Elder. Cool cards, huh? Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. So number 15 is a 6. 1 plus 5 is 6. Okay, beginnings. If you have drawn the Earth's Core Sacred Fire card today, you may be giving birth to a new project or beginning a new phase. No shit. No shit we are. Okay, a new phase in your life. Now is the time to fully delve into the power of creation. Take in all the wonders of Mother Earth and marvel at your own significance. Breathe creativity into the new opportunities appearing in your life, and allow that power to flow through your veins. Okay, so higher spiritual perspective from that. I didn't read the whole card. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think that's good. So you may be giving birth to a new project or beginning a new phase of your life. Now is the time to fully delve into the power of creation. Take in all the wonders of Mother Earth and marvel at your own significance. Breathe creativity into the new opportunities appearing in your life. Okay, so when we're going through hard times, that is just as what has already been pointed out to us, that this way, dear human child, there is something to learn here, right? So it's kind of the same message. But I like the breathe creativity into the new opportunities that you're learning right now. So that's what I'm going to put down. So breathe creativity. So it, creative, be creative about how you're handling whatever's going on. Breathe creativity into the new, I'm just going to say the new appearing in your life right now. And allow that power to flow through your veins. Allow that power to flow through your veins. Okay, let me know what you put for that one. And you might have gotten something just from the image, something higher spiritual perspective. When maybe it's talk to a friend, Oh, I was going to put down, oh yeah, that's the next one, smudge. Okay, so 43. So that's a 7 card. I don't know if anybody's tracking the numbers on these. I haven't been really writing them down. Okay, so clearing energy. If you have drawn the smudge card today, it is a time to clear out some area of your life and to invite your ancestors in. Through the process of smudging and by learning to combine various sacred medicines, you can enhance the strength of your prayers, intentions, and ability to clear your space and energetic body. If you are currently weighed down by the heaviness of life, Spirit might be giving you a sign to smudge yourself and release what is no longer needed. It is important to incorporate the practice of smudging to energetically wash away the unwanted negative thoughts, emotions, and energy that do not serve you. So this is just a really good reminder. And again, I think a lot of people forget that we have free clearings on the public channel. We are developing a whole series of clearings in the spirit circle. And so just a reminder to go back to one of those. So I'm going to put that in my book because I do forget it. Okay, so I'm just going to say go to clearings because I can sit and watch my own clearings. I don't have to even pick up the sticks, Go to clearings on channel. And how do I want to say this? I was going to say smudge. So if you're not so sure what smudge is, you could probably look that up. I don't have any videos on that, but you could probably, I just basically light some, I said it earlier, now I can't think of it. What's that stuff called? That's menopause brain for you. Cut, clear, cancel. Sage. So, and smudge it around. But I do like how they reminded here. It's time to clear out some area of your life and to invite your ancestors in. I like that. So go to clearings on channel and clear. whatever is going on, because you can do a clearing and that stuff can just be cleared. We don't have to be torturing ourselves when we're having a hard time by having it last too long. And smudge. Ask for help from your ancestors. And again, I'm going to say, ask for help from your ancestors for the highest and best of all. Okay? Just a reminder to myself that when I ask for help, I always want to say that at the end. That's just my personal preference now that I've learned that about karma. Letting people have their experiences and that sort of thing. Okay. Okay. And not interfering in it. Because if you interfere in it, there's a theory that it might, then you are creating karma as well by just interfering in it. So I don't know. This is kind of interesting, isn't it? Okay. Number 24 is elder, winter elder. If you have drawn the winter card, it is a reminder that there is no easy road in life. You might feel stuck right now, but know that it is just a part of living on Mother Earth. It's like acceptance, right? It does help during hard times when you can accept it. By facing those challenges, you can become stronger, wiser, and more mentally prepared for other obstacles that come your way. Just breathe. Remember that this too shall pass, that there are brighter days ahead, and there are so many things to look forward to and experience. Okay? All right, so there's a lot we could put down there, but I need to save some space for my inner effing peace cards. And actually, I have 6 more squares, so this worked out really good. Yep, okay. So let's see. The only thing I don't love about writing down that it is a reminder there's no easy road in life, I don't really love that, and I'm going to say cut, clear, cancel on that, because I do think that we can manifest, if we're that powerful with our energy, then why accept that? Why even draw that into your intentions or on your, so I'm not going to write that part down. So I'm just going to put remember. Again, this is spiritual advice during difficult times. Remember that whatever you're experiencing is just a part of living on Mother Earth. Just breathe. Just breathe. Although I have to say, hearing that when I'm having a hard time, that's just breathe. Remember that this too shall pass. This too shall pass. And there's many things to look forward to and experience. Okay. All right. Well, I got 5 squares left for my inner effing peace cards. So let's see what we get. Let's see. I want to pull 5 cards because I want them all in my. So this is what I have so far. I got 5 more. 5 more spaces. Okay. So inner effing peace. This comes from somebody in the community, which is amazing. There's a lot of different energy on that. So, okay. They're nice little, cute little cards. So, all right, let's see what we get. There might be some swearing. All right, what cards? What the heck was that? Thought I saw some naked bodies. I haven't seen that card before. Okay, there it is again. That's funny. Oh no. Oh my God. I thought for some reason when I saw that fast, I just saw the, not the face, but I thought, I thought that was a naked body on there. I'm like, what is happening? Okay. All right. What cards would you guys like us to have from this deck? I love that they picked this deck. It's so great. There's one. I just love that they picked this deck because you gotta try to stay as you know, again, it's like you laugh. If you don't laugh, you cry type of thing, you know? And laughter is so good for us. So, all right. What other cards? You guys, I need 5, at least 5. Yep, thank you. One fell. I need 3 more. Yep, thank you. Another one fell. 2 more, at least 2 more. What else do you guys want us? Nope. They kind of landed in my hand, but I don't know. There was too many of them. All right, what else? Yep, thank you. One more. One more. Thank you. Okay, let's see if there's any other ones they wanted us to have. Okay, so are these the cards that you want for all 5 for my 5 spaces? Yes. Are there any others in the deck you think would be helpful right now? No. Okay. All right, let's start with all right. Ready? Like a jelly donut full of peace. Okay, but I guess I'm supposed to read this side first. Find your fucking center. Find your effing center. Like a jelly donut full of peace. All right, let's write that down. This is what they wanted us to have. Starting with pulling this deck for us. Find, I'm going to actually draw like a circle and then a circle in the middle. And I'm going to say, find your effing center. Like a jelly donut full of peace. Like a jelly donut full of peace. Love it. Love it. Okay. Then chilling like a boss. So there, oh, so meditate basically, right? Meditate. Don't let dumbasses get you down. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. That's the best one. Don't let dumb asses get you down. I mean, how is that not the best spiritual message for hard times? Chilling like a boss. Go chill like a boss. Don't let dumbasses get you down. So I'm going to put that, go chill like a boss. ... Don't let dumbasses get you down. Okay. Wax on, wax off. Wax the hell off the task at hand. You know, and you could do wax on, wax off, like just use that as kind of your metaphor, you know. Wax the hell off the task at hand. Wax the hell off the issue at hand, I think is what I'll write down. So wax on, period, wax off, period. Wax the hell off the issue at hand. Okay, love it. Okay, you are a child of the universe. No less than the effing stars. No less than the effing stars. Okay, remember, that's what I write in my book. Remember, you, all caps, underlined, are a child of the universe, all caps, universe, no less than the effing stars. Love it. I like saying effing better. I don't know why. I mean, I don't mind swear. Like, I think dumbass is freaking hilarious. The F word just doesn't make me laugh like that. Okay, a wise woman once said, F this shit, and she lived happily ever after. Seriously. So I'm going to put seriously, dot, dot, dot. A wise woman, and I am going to say fuck on this one because that's funny. A wise woman once said, I'm in my last square, so my book is bopping around. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. And lived happily ever after. And you could put a wise man once said, fuck this shit, and lived happily ever after. However you want to do it. Seriously. What a great way to end, right? Now just say fuck this shit and go live happily ever after now, okay? All right. Have a great one. I hope this was fun and useful, and that it will be useful in the future for you when you need a little pick-me-up, which could be like every hour right now. So depending on how much you're paying attention to things. So, all right. Have a good one. We'll see you in the next video.